During this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your rocket skin and fin template, how to design your rocket on the computer so we can print it out and get it ready for assembly. First thing you need to do is go to Moodle. I'm assuming you can get there because that's where you find this video. You're going to click on the skin and fin template. You might need to right click, or if you are on Google Chrome, you can just click on it down here, it'll open. If you're in Internet Explorer, you may need to click on it and then push open when another dialog box comes up. So basically when this shows up, you're going to see that you have this area right here to fill up with your picture. Uh, that is the area that's going to be on the rocket body tube. The blue line represents the how far the printer can print. It can't print all the way to the edge. If you click on page 2 down here in the corners and take you to the fins, it's the same thing. Here are your fins. They look similar to the template used to cut them out because it is very similar. Next thing you need to do is go find pictures online if you haven't already done so. I'm going to go do that right now. I'm going to hit pause, find them, and then I'll come back and show you what to do. Now I've got my pictures, so I'm ready to get started. I'm going to head over here. I'm going to start with my body tube on page 1. You can click on, I found my pictures here. This one I'm going to copy and paste. I want it to be look kind of metal, so I'm going to click on copy image, head back to my publication, paste it, and it's going to show up over here. You'll notice it's the wrong way, so I'm going to spin it so it's horizontal. Now I kind of want, you'll notice how it's darker on the sides and it's lighter in the middle. I want to keep this middle lighter part similar on my rocket as to the way it is in the picture. So I'm going to crop off a little bit of this edge and this edge. When you click on a picture, this picture toolbar comes up right here. You can click on this crop button, and this crop button will give you these handles. When you move the handles in or out, it's going to take off a little bit of the picture. So it didn't change the size aspect ratio at all. I'm going to do the same on the other side. It's not taking any of the aspect ratio away. It's just taking off this little corner of the picture. I'm going to click right there. Now this part's not going to print. We're actually going to chop that off. On the top and the bottom, we need to deal with that as well. But this is the part that's going to print, and that looks good. I also want to put a little picture on here that I have saved on my computer. So if you looked for your images earlier, you have to click up here and go Insert, Picture. I'm going to click on From File, find where you saved it. I'm going to double click on it, and then I've got my Transformers logo right here. You notice this white background looks terrible. If you click on it, you can select this little tiny pen right here and click on that, and it's going to take out your transparency. Now this is a little bit messed up. You can go onto paint.net and fix that yourself. For this demonstration, I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to keep going with it. So I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to kind of resize it. If I hold down shift when I'm resizing, it's going to keep it so it maintains its aspect ratio. If you don't hold down shift, you can make it look really fat or really skinny, mess up how it looks, and that's not what we want to do. So I'm going to keep that just like that. That does look kind of cool, I guess. With it looks a little distressed in the middle. I kind of like it. So I'm going to keep that there, and then I'm going to move on to my fins. Click on page number 2. These get a little confusing for people. These are all the different fins that you're going to have, the lines you need to cut out. So what I always do first, if I want to color them, if you just click on one of these, you'll find quickly, right click on it and go to Format Object. You could fill it in, but you're not going to be able to see your lines anymore, so that's not what we want to do. What I'm going to do instead, if you want to use a solid color, you can click on the square tool over here and put a box over both of your things. Right click and go to Format Auto Shape, and from here we can change our whole color right here. That doesn't look good. I want to send it to the back, so that's behind my images. So I right click on it and I'm going to head to Order. Once I'm at Order, I'm going to click on Send to Back, and then it's going to be behind all of my fins, which is wonderful. And then I can see all my lines. For me, it would be difficult. I don't want to have that. I want to use this picture again that I had before for my fins. So I'm going to right click and go paste, and I'm going to have this. I'm going to click on this little green thing that lets me turn it around, Alright, so I'm going to put one little green thing right there. I'm going to crop it a little bit like I did last time. I'm going to paste another background. Use the green handle to flip it. If I hold down shift, it'll only let me move at certain angles. I can make sure it's perfectly up and down. I'm going to crop this a little bit to get it to be inside of where I want it to be. Then I need to go through and right click and go to order, send it to the back in order to see the lines that we need. Right click, go to order, click on send it back so that I can see the lines that I need. Now I'm going to put one more thing on there. I'm going to put a robot on each one. I have that picture over here. Right click on him and go to copy image. Then I'm going to come over here back to my publication. I'm going to paste them. Bam, it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to, once I'm on here, I'm going to click on the set transparent color pen again. Click on there and get rid of my white background. That worked a lot better that time than the other time. Then I'm going to click him and I'm going to get him a little closer to where I want. Now I'm going to hold down shift again when I make this smaller. It'd be really cool, I guess, if you had a different transformer on every single one, but we'll go with this right now. Okay, now I have that the right size. I'm going to hit Control C and copy it, Control V to paste, and I'm going to paste and make myself have one more guy right there. Hold down Shift, because now I can copy both of these at the same time. Hit Control C, Control V, can paste him and move him over here. Now I want to bring all these up to the top, so instead of copying and pasting individually, I'm going to click on Shift, and then click on each of these to select them all. Hit Control C, Control V, and that will move I can move them up to the top. Now here's a little trick. If you have them all highlighted by using your Shift button, you can click on the little green handle, twisty top them around, let it go, and then boom, your things look good. Once you have it the way that you want it, you just need to tell Mr. Zimmerman that you are ready, and he will come and double check it just to make sure everything is right, and then print it in color for you. When you're done with it, you need to take it up to the front of the room, and there is a skin and fin template folder on the being held to the whiteboard by a magnet. You need to put your skin and fin inside of there so that you can make sure it doesn't get wrinkled at all if you put it in your bag. That concludes this video of how to make your skin and fin templates.